Well, hey there team, and welcome back to the channel. And welcome to Mars Horizon. So I love this game. I played a little bit of it when it came out late last year, but this year apparently there's been a few updates, a few free sort of updates, some added vehicle packs, that sort of thing. Nothing that's going to absolutely break up the model or, you know, change your life. But regardless, it still put it back on my radar. And I really enjoyed my time with this game, so I want to revisit and have a look. So it's not Kerbal for starters, though it is a rocket construction running a space agency game, but it is pretty different. There's a lot of it's turn-based. You manage a base and you have to queue up rocket missions and the construction of them and manage the lead time on them over the months that it takes. And the month, you know, the sort of like launch windows as well. And then on top of that, the minutiae is like, well, do we scrimp on building supplies or time to make a less reliable rocket? There's a chance it'll blow up on the launch pad, but we might be able to get ahead. And at the core of it all is the space race. So you're playing as one of the major sort of factions through like the 60s, 70s, all the way up into sort of future tech, and you're just racing to beat them at milestones. It's very cool because it's definitely not sandboxy. It's much more driven because of this race concept and mechanic that pushes you forward. Let's get into it. It does have like this puzzly mini game for when you do the missions, sort of balancing resources. I don't mind it. But people have been quite critical of it, being that it can outstay its welcome, being that it sort of stands in as a bit of a core loop. But it's kind of repetitive, I suppose is the way to put it. And I can understand that. I never clocked this game in the old days, but I was getting up to a point where I could probably feel that holding water, basically saying that it gets a bit too much, a bit too boring and repetitive and grindy on that. But we'll see how we go, you know? So we can go all of these guys. I think I went Japan last time, but maybe we just go the ESA, right? Plus reward for joint missions, science income bonus from friendly and allied diplomatic increase. Okay. So these guys, you can make a custom agency, but let's just go the ESA. Obviously, they get a lot of bonuses from working and being best mates with everyone. You know what? There are worse things. Auto-resolve request missions, okay. Enable tutorial. Hey, why not? You know, if it's going to be part of it, why not? Welcome, director. Very good, thank you. All right. Actually, stuff this, disable the tutorial. I'll be right. There is very much a bouncing ball component to it anyway, right? We go to Earth. We only have one mission slot from the beginning, and that irks me. So that's something I tend to try and get resolved. So we can't actually really do much. We don't have any requests probably at the beginning, right? So we just got to do a test launch and work towards that, okay? So select a vehicle, and all we can do is build a sounding test rocket, which needs to be constructed. You must build the required launch pad before you can launch this vehicle. Okay, well that's fine. And you get experience by building and launching these. So it's sort of like your rocket crew and your techies are developing experience from doing, which makes the next ones cheaper and more reliable potentially. And I think that is just so inspired. It's very clever. All right, go to solar system. Now, base. Can I build anything? I cannot. So we'll go to research. What we really want, honestly, is this small launch pad. Let's go. All right. And then you can go to next month or next event. There are reasons for going to next month. Things like saving up money for a mission slot that you couldn't afford or something like that. But at the moment, next event makes the most sense for us. Small launch pad research complete. All right, so now we'll go base building. I actually quite like this Tetris-y mini game. We're placing them, placing it next to that creates a debuff situation. So we might actually just pop this on the end there and get a bit of synergy. Down the bottom right, you can see plus research and minus build time. So that's cool. All right, so that's going to build. We'll queue up a new bit of research. Missions. Probably couldn't hurt to actually start researching the next mission in the chain. We'll go next event. Small launch pads complete. Good timing. Looks like we built the rocket just in time as well. So that's nice. So we're going to prep for launch. Now you can do all sorts of training if you unlock to up your chances on the mission, but at the moment there's not much we can do. And because, yeah, we actually have no prep anything. So launching as soon as possible, especially in optimal conditions, is absolutely the way to go. So let's do that. We've got research for that going. Let's go next event. All right, here we go. Test launch. Launch prep 30%. That doesn't seem very good. But so it goes, right? I don't think there's much you could actually do in the beginning about that. The grandiose. Well, fingers crossed we don't blow up. There is actually a fair margin for error where you can have a successful launch, but there's fault. You can see in the middle there. Bad conditions, minus 10%. We're going for it. We're going for it anyway. We got to be first. World first. Let's go. Easy. All the way, baby. Let's go. Oh, fuck. No. Alright, that's not very good, hey? I don't think we can buff that one out. Look at the roll, though. We don't feel bad about that. Because that's 3%. Okay. But it levels up. The reliability goes up significantly. So it goes. Test launch fail. That's all good. That's fine. That's all good, man. It's all part of the learning process. ESA failed to launch. Good. Tell everyone. Tell my opposition. Let them know I'm coming for them. Let's get into another test launch going immediately. Before they catch up on us. The Intrepid. Much better launch reliability. Let's burn that money, baby. Oh yeah, we might as well just let that research run through. Next event. Rocket science. After analyzing data from your recently failed test launch, researchers have identified several improvements. That's good. Gain science. Okay. Nice. Artificial satellite research complete. Nice. We've unlocked the moon. So you can sort of start, and you can go way out. This is all about colonizing Mars, but you can do, loops around Venus all the way out to the far end just to, like, take photos and that. But they have their own mission subsection and requests as well. Now, I'm not locked. I don't have the technology or the parts to even consider that. But still, pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, so we've got the artificial satellite mission unlocked, which, because of our spanner in the works, doesn't help us so much here. Research lab unlocks mission training science, so you can get the mission training stuff. Let's get the rocket test pad because we can train for launch reliability. Try and avoid our previous problems. But we've also got the vehicles tree, so we can, research more stuff. But right now, honestly, the sounding rocket's plenty. Rocket test pad research complete. Let's go. Next rocket's ready. No effects. That's fine. She's just the bog standard 40% now. Launch date. Oh, look, the opposition. Japan and US are going to launch alongside us. Unbelievable. We need to go. We need to go. NASA is launching. Oh, my goodness. The bloody heat is on. All right, rocket test pad. Let's build this. Doesn't seem to have any interaction with that. So let's go like that. Yes. Nice. We're going to have to set a new research. Well, hang on. Let's sort of start trying to metagame this a bit. Well, metagame. It's more plan ahead. Payload. Let's research that payload for the next mission, yeah? Because we don't actually have any missions unlocked. We'll probably get requests on the back of that. But still, Good to know. Oh, and you can see how everyone's progressing relatively as well. Poor old Russia's having a bit of a hard time. All right. This is our moment. Here we go. 41% launch prep. Give me good conditions. Oh, that looks good. That looks like good conditions to me. All right, let's go. Let's go. Adequate conditions. Nice. Easy this time. Absolutely. Nice. Good start. Oh, baby! Let's go. Oh, look at that. Smooth takeoff. We got a bonus as well. Oh, that makes up for everything. And the rocket's going to level up a little bit. Hey, look at that. Love it. So we got an increase in reputation, which is important for... you have like an annual financial review with your benefactors, right? The state, investors, that sort of thing. And if you hit the next tier, it'll unlock the next tier of yearly funding. So that's good for long-term funding and more research. We'll get a bonus bit of research next month, which is awesome too. There you go, and I got first. So it would seem in tiebreakers, it gives you first. And you got a little gold medal. And generally speaking, you can get, there you go. You get bonuses. So it's blocked out our bonus. Hang on. Plus 38, plus 15. So there's a scaling reputation bonus. So it's pretty awesome to get first place. But actually, now that I think about it and have a look at it, getting first place on this artificial satellite will get us, what, 38 extra rep? But you get 150 anyway, right? So it's actually not the end of the world. Having said that, I believe the win condition of the entire game. You have a look at the Era 3 space stations, modular space stations. That's crazy. So, okay, so the race is important, but it's not that important. Crewed moon landing. Oh, so cool. So cool. All right. So I think the most important thing is probably bottleneck management. Do we have requests? We don't. So we need that ASAP. But we can't complete required research to start mission plan. Oh, it won't let me start a new mission for this month, I don't think. Let's just go next month. Right. So there's the new payload. And here we go. Test launch is done. Suggested mission parts, which I don't think we have teched up yet. And then requests. Test launch high altitude photography. And we'll get, look at that, bulk science and bulk reward. You know what? Let's get that going. I'm happy to sort of go on the back pedal on the race now that I realize it's not the end of the world. Let's make sure we've got all the tech ready before we press the go button on the next thing. So we'll build a new sounding rocket. Build. Right. But for technology, we're going to want to get these suggested parts going. So we'll start researching the Emerald booster. Rocket test pad's done, so we can train up mission reliability. Research is good. Let's get the topaz. Nice. So we're prepped for the next milestone mission. Probably a good thing we had this in the background though, eh? Look at that reliability. We're learning so much. So much. All right, so set training. Look, we'll set it to this because it's all that we've got. Set launch date, 3%. 59% optimal launch date, no launch reliability penalty. I mean, I feel like we can afford to fail it and do it again. You know what I mean? Let's just go ASAP. Let's just go ASAP. Because I guess the getting the most reliability could give you that plus 50% science multiplier. Which I got to think about. That's a big thing. I guess it depends what you want most right now. $500 research, 250. $150. Let's do that. Scout researched. Launch mission. Let's go. Oh, you love to see that. Because plus 50% is half again, right? So say you're getting 100 science and you roll the excellent condition in this, that you'd get another 50 science all over the course of one mission. It's tempting, isn't it? Oh, it's all right. It's fine. There you go. Some high altitude photography. Becoming masters of the sounding rocket. Spare 250 research. How's that rep going? Look at that. Look at that. Spacecraft assembly, so we can increase payload reliability or science. Let's do that. It's all got to be done. There's also era specific rewards you can see here, right? So if we complete, is it all 8 of those? We'll get a boost to demolition, but they all have different sort of boosts everywhere. What missions we got here? Look at this. Look at this. Mars, send lander. Nice. So they get very, very complicated, the missions. Multi-staged is probably the best way to look at it. Oh, I can start planning a mission. So they're already working on this. That's okay. That's okay. Let's build that payload. Now we can sort of scrimp and that sort of thing. I mean, it's not like we can build it faster. Improve comms module, reduce payload reliability. I don't know about that. Increase power, increase build cost. $65. That's tempting, especially if we can afford it. You know, costs $150, we can't. $100 we can afford right now. Let's go. You gotta be careful with the old dollars and cents there. All right. Research lab completed. Now, chances of us being able to build this though, 100k. I can't afford it. That's okay. Lunar orbit. I do like the sounds of that. Yeah, let's go for lunar orbit for the moment. Oh, we've got a request. Well, there's not much I can do about that. No mission slot. Okay. Here you go, budget review. Look at this, boots. Give me that 75k per month. Lunar orbit research complete. Nice. All right. Well, We've built our payload. Now we need to design the vehicle for it. Which, you know, there's not much we can really do here. There you go, that's it. That's all I can really do. Now this other one, it's got less reliability. It hasn't got the tonnage, to be honest. So this will do, which we can afford. We're still saving up 100 grand to build. Lunar orbit is what I wanted to. Pioneer payload, let's go. Now, I probably should, I think that skipped like 3 months. I probably shouldn't have done that because I think 1 month would have gotten us enough to build that building. But, you know, so it goes. Yeah, look at that. So that was a little bit of a boo-boo on my min-maxing. We're actually gonna wait that month. Research lab. Right, so there's a bonus to be had there. That demolition cost is going to cost me. Lucky I had all that extra money, actually. Now I'm considering pivoting my research because I'll still have requests, but the idea of having buildings ready to be built, yeah, it will be retained, so it's not a big deal. Yeah. I like the idea of you got to come up with your own idiosyncratic way to massage the bottlenecks, right? Let's just go next month here. Oh, maybe that wasn't enough to do that. I guess I'm not trying to save money up at the moment. We'll go next event. All right, here we go. Here we go. Launch day for the Condor, 1958. Look at it, she's a big boy. Well, compared to what we had before. Bad conditions. Bad conditions. What do we do? What do we do here? Maybe we reschedule. Yeah, let's do that. I'm being, when I used to play it, when I first played this at launch, like I was way more aggressive, but yeah, I think consistent delivery of expectations is going to trump the mad race. Just by the look of it, you know? Research lab is complete. Spacecraft assembly facility research complete. Nice. All right, let's give this launch a go. Oh, right. We're going to get world first on this as well, potentially. We're up against Japan. Oh, that was a smart move. These will be favorable conditions, surely. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, 20%? 20% is a good chance of getting the, you know, the favorable one. God, it's addicting to play this game. Might actually be able to show the mini game of, well, if our rocket makes it into space, of power management and all that sort of stuff. Nice. Nice. Yeah, because that'll be the second phase. Give me green. Ah. Oh. Sorry. And they level up a little bit. They all level at different rates as well. That's something you can consider. Like, it might be a dud rocket now, but after 5 launches, it'll be the best rocket. Yeah, so this is the minigame a lot of people sort of piss and moan about. I think it's lovely fun, but, you know, what happens when you're 10 hours into the game? I can understand that argument as well. So this is what we want to meet for the mission, and if we want a bonus reward, we want to meet that instead. You start with power. We have 4 power, but you might recall there was an alternate payload that you could spend more money for more power, so you could have more power, and this is the sort of conversion currency that you want to use. So we'll do that, and we only get 2 turns. That's the nature of this payload. So we go confirm. And there is a fail chance, which you can override with power. You can use power as a sort of get me across the line bonus. Like now. Which we'll do, because we might as well, right? Resist. Because what else are we going to use that power for anyway? Now, let's do that and we'll charge our battery. There we go. Oh, beauty. It's like a crit success, right? So now we've got way too much red. If we do that, now that's dangerous because if it does fail, we can't resist. So we'll put the battery charge, and the battery charge actually jumps to the front of the queue. So this should just do it, right? We got the battery, and even if it fails, which it didn't, we should still be good. And I think that's the bonus hit as well, right? Gotta love it. So easy. Skip. Well, I mean, we got the mission reward because we came first. Look at that. Oh, man. Not that we were, you know, actively racing on that one anyway, but it's not going to hurt. We've already hit the next tier of approval for next year's budget review. I don't know if you can go more than 1 tier at a time, you know? But yeah, and look at that bonus research as well. Modifiers friendly with the US, right? So we really want to be friendly with people, but there's not a lot you can do diplomatically in the beginning. We can't make joint missions or anything like that. That's a technology that still needs to be unlocked. But yeah, I think this is a great game. Again, I will stress that that sort of puzzle mini game has squeezed a few people. Well, I shouldn't say few. I don't want to dismiss it. There was quite a large amount of backlash against that. But at the same time, and I'm not a huge puzzle guy, I think it's cute and I actually really enjoy it, especially when when you're getting into a multitask, like you're sending the rocket out to the moon and then you got to wait a few months and then you got to do like orbital entry and all this sort of stuff as well. And I kind of think it's great. It's quite fun. It's quite accessible, you know? And at the same time, if you want a more hardcore experience, there are Kerbal games out there as well that can, you know, you can wet your whistle on. Anyway, good to be checking this out again. I'm curious if you've not seen it before. If you want to see more, I'm happy to do basically a playthrough. I'm ready to play this game again for sure. Otherwise, Tim, we might just leave it there for the time being, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.